So Marvel recent shows have been suffering from major losses, cause let's say Disney Plus always puts a gun on their head and they're like, yo, we need this show before the deadline, give it to us or we blow your head off.
Stop it. Get some help.
There's this initial rush that we always see in all the TV shows, but let's not give up on them yet. At least with the following issues that they have discovered, and I'm about to tell you, there's definitely going to be a light at the end of the tunnel for them. Some of the MCU shows would have been better off if they were movies. MCU TV shows face a lot of criticism cause people say, why waste money on a 6-hour movie that we obviously can't differentiate from their movie counterparts? Let me make you understand this better. Let's take Secret Invasion for instance. The series was clearly drawn out from depiction of an iconic comic book, and if it were a movie it would be better cause there will be larger main characters and a larger budget, and the end product will probably affect the whole MCU story, but instead it's just about Fury making it back in time to feature in the Marvel's movies with no real resolution to the Skrull presence on Earth. Some MCU TV shows don't directly have a link into the MCU. Marvel TV shows haven't been so popular lately except from Loki. One of the reasons for this could be that we the audience don't have to watch many of the TV shows in order to understand the movies, so we don't stress about it. But this doesn't mean that the shows aren't good, it's just that we the audience, we don't feel the vibe to go check out these shows because we know that if we don't watch them and they drop a movie, we'll still be able to understand the movie, so we don't stress about it. Most MCU TV shows don't take a big risk.
Why do we keep doing that?
So Werewolf by Night proved that the MCU can be more than just an action-packed movie. The TV shows on the other hand feel like they are being limited, having to link all their stories and to tie all their stories into the big MCU movies. But it would be good if these TV shows started experimenting and exploring other characters, not feeling pressure to key into the next big thing of the Marvel. And according to my resources, a new writer has been hired and MCU intends on making pilots and story bibles this time. So let's have high hopes for their next set of TV shows. I hope that we see them explore and experiment on the storyline. MCU TV shows have messy productions. Even when a show has production problems, it doesn't mean that the final product will be that bad. She-Hulk is a great example of this, because its production issues didn't stop it from being a hit. However, many of the shows have big issues behind the scenes, like Secret Invasion. It felt rushed, chaotic and generally unsatisfying. The MCU should try to keep its production streamlined and organized to ensure a high production quality. MCU TV shows don't hire showrunners. Marvel has decided to put showrunners in charge of their future TV shows. Showrunners are like the head of the show, making sure that the quality of the show stays consistent throughout. This is something the MCU has not always done in the past, but they will be doing it from upcoming TV shows like the Daredevil Born Again. This show should help to avoid the issues of past shows like She-Hulk, where there were multiple changes in the writers and the directors. Some MCU shows don't deliver on teases. One of the biggest criticisms of WandaVision was the fact that the show teased a big reveal that never happened. While Marvel is known for its Easter eggs, it can be frustrating when the teases feel misleading, and it can be frustrating when the show makes promises that it cannot keep. It's really frustrating for we the fans and audience. Some MCU TV shows don't capitalize on their assumptions. While What If mostly succeeded with its unique storytelling, some episodes could have used more development time to fully explore their assumptions. For example, the episode What If Killmonger Rescued Tony Stark could have been better if it had focused on the assumption, what if Killmonger won? Instead, and similarly to this, Secret Invasion failed to live up to this premise by reducing the conflicts between the Skrulls and Nick Fury to personal issues between the two characters rather than an actual invasion. Overall, What If was a hit or miss series, but it proved that there is room for exploration. Some of the MCU TV shows over signpost big reviews. The hype surrounding some of the Marvel big reviews is so underwhelming. Like, let's take for instance in Hawkeye, the appearance of Kingpin was so heavily teased that when he finally showed up on the series, we were not surprised at all. Same thing in Winter Soldier, when Shannon Carter appeared and confirmed she was a power broker. And lastly was in Loki. The trailers gave away many of the biggest twists and revelations before the show was aired. This can make the show feel predictable and less impactful. Some TV shows have been left in limbo. Marvel older shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Inhumans has been confirmed as part of the main Marvel Cinematic Universe. This has created a lot of confusion and frustration among we the fans. It's frustrating that Marvel hasn't made it clear where these shows fit in the wider MCU stories, and we the fans we just have many unanswered questions on where these shows stand and what is their use in the big MCU story. MCU TV shows depend too much on the Infinity Saga. Even though Marvel Phase 4 is supposed to be focused on the multiverse, it hasn't spent much time in exploring the dangers ahead. So far, only Loki has really explored the consequences of the multiverse, while the rest of the show are focused on exploring and expanding the MCU tradition. This is leaving a lot of questions on how the multiverse will affect the MCU and how the newer characters will be able to stand up to a new threat like King the Conqueror with the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty just a few years away. There's a lot of work to be done in connecting the dots. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying to the end. Make sure to hit the subscribe and the like button if you found this video informational to get more videos like this, and just click the video that YouTube is going to suggest to you to watch more of my videos. Thank you all. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.